Okay, now we're getting ready to build our applique flowers. Because I hand draw each flower, well, all of my designs, not everything is exactly the same. I don't draw them the same. Each flower is unique. So the laser cuts what I draw. So, you know, it's sometimes helpful if you want it to be, make sure you have this one here and not reversed. It's helpful to lay them out like this. It's also helpful if you do use a placement guide to build your units first. Now you'll notice in this one you have 3 of the red check flowers. That's because we've included one for your backing. So you'll have a cute little flower on the back, but we'll set that one aside for now. Now to do the pinwheel, I'm just gonna keep these together because I've already figured out which ones are which and which ones go where. So I'm kind of gonna lay them like this is the top yellow one, so I'm gonna put it to the top over here. Okay, so you want to put your placement guide underneath your pressing sheet and then just simply peel your backing off, which I don't know about you, but I love applique and I find this very rewarding. I love to do this part, building it on here. So you just want to lay it down, give it a little tap, and then put your top piece on. Well, botany wasn't my favorite thing in college, so I don't know what you call this part of the flower, but anyway, this little round blob. It's important. Seed, it gives you seeds, I think. But anyway, put that down.
I labeled it flower top for the laser, so I don't know if that's
flower,
an official name.
Flower top, that'll work. Okay. You want to let these cool before you peel them up. And the same with this, whatever this is, the pinwheel. Oh, for some reason I can't peel this. There we go. Peel that off, and again, because I hand drew this, it's not a complete balanced thing, so you want to kind of turn it till it fits. Well, here we go again. I thought I had oriented it, but then I moved. One more turn. It's like I must have had it completely upside down. There you go.
Now it's perfect.
Now it matches everybody, and then the same thing you have to play with this top part. To get this on here. So there is that, and then this will, oh my goodness, yes, there we go. Now that matches on there. So you want to kind of just give that a tap to stick that together. And now we will do this other cone flower, I guess, with its petals. I do know that part. And then the top of the flower, the botanical term top. Okay, right there, like that. Okay, and now these aren't that crucial. I mean, obviously you can't really see through that flower, but you can just put your center in the center, wherever you think the center is, and then it'll be ready for you. And then this one. Whew. This goes on top like this. Just like that. Now we're going to build the jar. So put this guy down here first, like this. Yep. And then the top of the jar, which also is called the lid. And if you move it, it doesn't matter. You can position that again. On this one, it's real important to make sure that the side is matching up nicely. Did I get that at the bottom? Yes, I did. Ding. And then you'll want to build your little bow. Where'd it go? Here it is. So put your little, you can put your little heart, or you put your bow down first because the heart goes over it. And it's very delicate. I just love bows. And the part that's going to stick is going to be right down here underneath the heart. So that's where we're going to tap it again. To hopefully hold, whoops, I didn't give that much heat. Okay, wait. Sometimes you need 2 fingers. You can feel that it's under there, so just give the tip a good little press there to hold it on there. Okay, now we're going to peel these little guys off because they've cooled enough to peel. There. In our jar. Be real careful when you're peeling them off because you can actually fray your little piece. There. Now, okay. Now, bring your background, excuse me, not backing, background. It's on there nice and flat. Okay, now we're going to put this underneath and hope we can see through it well enough, which really is very difficult to see through. You can hold it up and kind of make sure your lines you're squared up on the edges. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I can. And you should be able to see yours too. Make sure it's straight. And again, if you don't get it just, you know, perfect, it's going to be fine. Anyway, it's your piece.
Real fast, you might want to look at the numbers because 2 of the green leaves and the stick go down before the jar.
Yes, but you have to kind of know where the jar is.
Okay, sorry, just help me.
To me, I like to, like this is the little piece, the stick underneath the pinwheel. And you would want to follow the numbers, but can you see that underneath there?
Sort of.
Sort of.
The camera pretty much gets it.
I think we could say that number is number 7. Well, so much for me and the numbers, huh? You can also use your picture as a guide if you want to. Okay. You're going to need to put your on this one, because of the dots and I find it difficult to see, I would probably just do this by I'd move the thing aside and I would just lay these down.
You would wing it.
I would wing it. Y'all are welcome to wing it. I have my wingman here, Brittany.
The assistant.
Okay, my little fingers aren't working. There we go. And this little guy goes under here. I can see the lines through here a little bit. Here's my bow. And again, I let that slide. Okay, bow. Get in there. There we go. And then our pinwheel goes like this. And then coming out of that is this other green ferny stuff. There we go. And now this was my top flower, which is right here. I can see the lines. Again, I'm sure y'all can't. And this one tucks under here a little bit. and goes like that.
At home, you can always put it on a light box if you need more light to see.
Yes.
For a video, we can't use the light box the way we normally would because it shows funny lines on the camera.
Yeah, it was really weird how it makes that wiggle. But as you can tell, you can just put these where you think they look good. Right there. This is another leaf that comes up out of...
It's kind of like building your own bouquet.
Yes. Tuck that little one under there. Get under there now. And this little tiny piece. The teeny weeny ones, to me, are the hardest ones to peel. He really tucks underneath that other one. I should have put it down first. There.
There you go.
Now, if
So
you're
cute.
happy with the way this looks, then you can give it a press and you are set to go. So, I think I'm fairly happy with this. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you know. Just have to be fussy. Okay, so then we're ready. Just press this down. Be sure you just lift and press, because if you iron, you're apt to wrinkle your piece underneath. Don't worry, when red gets heated, it turns funny. These fabrics, a lot of these solid color fabrics are confetti cottons from Riley Blake, and I absolutely adore these fabrics. They are so nice to work with. They take heat well. They are just a dream. Piecing with them is wonderful. They're just great. Can't say enough good. Okay, the next thing you'd want to do then, of course, you're almost ready to stitch, is take this to your light box, or you can again just wing it and draw your little lines where your stems come down. You can see on the original here, just draw your lines. I like to use, hold please, this, because these are green and not black lines that I'm dealing with right now. I like to use this Soline Taylor's Click pencil, and it is wonderful. It's pink. It's kind of like a chalk. It's just a faint line. It always seems to come out or just sort of disappear when you stitch on it. I've actually used up a couple of these pens already. Well, they're not pens, they're just pencils. See, and it just comes right down. It lasts a long time, I think. And so you just want to draw your line right down. There, and then this one comes like that, and I think that's it. You only have 4 little lines to draw, and now we're ready to stitch. One thing about stitching, I will say this right now, is that I did not stitch around the stars because this is a wall hanging. It's not going to be washed. If it gets dusty, I will dust it off, but probably it's not going to be hanging all year round or in a sense where it's going to get dusty. So I don't worry about stitching around these. You're welcome to do that. It's a little bit tedious in my mind. Oh, and also you can draw some lines for your jar so that you have, you know, like the ridges on your jars. And you can just draw them, or you can just stitch a few lines. Okay, are we ready to stitch?
Let's do it.
Okay.